Good day. Here is our research study entitled Syllabic as a Memory Booster Collaborative Project-Based Learning in Earth and Life Science. In Magdiwang National High School, observed results of the National Achievement Test revealed that science is one of the least mastered subjects in the school, which may be attributed to the processes and procedures mastery problem. According to the data gathered, there were competencies in the said subject that were least mastered by the students, and it is really alarming that the senior high school learners have difficulty in learning topics in earth and life science. That, if teacher will fail to do it effectively, achieving the nurtured, holistically developed Filipino would be a failure. What is Syllabic? Syllabic is one of the names for notes of a musical scale in solmization. This will serve as a study strategy that can visualize concepts and use the mnemonic nature of songs, which can boost memory and retention. As we all know, music-induced instruction was already been implemented in a classroom setting, but only presenting a ready-made music or music video, downloading it from any available search engines online. It could not be neglected that somehow the learner's interests were captured by those things. But what if those were made by the learners? What if they would be the one who would compose a song about the topic in which the information and the lyrics of an idea is presented in a video, thereby as a project-based learning?
These tables show the frequency of errors conducted for the last 2 years in Earth and Life Science. As seen in a table, the least mastered topics are the following: origin and structure of the Earth, Earth materials and processes, natural hazards, mitigation and adaptation, and bioenergetics. The learning competencies of those topics is where the syllabic was employed.
Let me tell you how our research intervention was implemented. As the teacher presented the topic, the learners created a music video and they are scaffolded by the learning technologies that help them participate beyond their ability. And then, they choose a melody and enthused the topic-related lyrics they have created, where pictures, clip arts, and backgrounds are incorporated. Lastly, a soft copy of their outputs was rated by their peers and their subject teacher.
This experimental study was conducted to describe, assess, and analyze the pre-test and post-test performance of students in Earth and Life Science as affected by the use of syllabic as a collaborative project-based learning. Specifically, this study sought answers to the following questions. Number 1, what are the least mastered contents in Earth and Life Science based on the item analysis in the 2 previous school years? Number 2, what is the level of performance of the respondents before and after the implementation of the project-based learning? Number 3, is there a significant difference between the performance of the 2 groups in 2 assessments? Number 4, what is the assessed performance of the respondents on their project-based learning? Number 5, is there a significant relationship between the summative test performance and assessed performance of the respondents on their project-based learning? Number 6, what is the learning gains of the 2 groups? Number 7, is there a significant difference between the learning gains of the 2 groups? Number 8, what is the perception level of the respondents on the project-based learning as to usefulness or helpfulness, improving test scores, effectiveness, helpfulness in learning the least mastered competencies, capturing interest? Number 9, is there a significant association between the students' performance and their perception level on the project-based learning in terms of usefulness, improving test scores, effectiveness, helpfulness in learning the least mastered competencies, and capturing interest?
Utilizing 2 groups and using appropriate research tools and statistical treatments, here are the findings and conclusions of the study. That both groups have increased their knowledge about the topics being learned in Earth and Life Science, regardless of what teaching strategy was employed. The post-test performance and learning gains of the 2 groups differ significantly, proving that the use of syllabic has been effective in learning the topics in Earth and Life Science. There is no significant relationship found between the SOFA syllabic performance of the students and their post-test performance. When it comes to the perception level of the learners to 5 attributes and their post-test performance, it has been found that there was no significant association between the post-test performance of the learners and their perception level to 5 attributes, which are usefulness, helpfulness in improving test scores, effectiveness, facilitating learning, and ability to capture interest. Furthermore, there is a moderate association found between the post-test performance of the learners and their perception level in helpfulness, in improving test scores, and ability to capture interest. There is a modest association found between the post-test performance of the learners and their perception level to the SOFA syllabic as to its usefulness, effectiveness, and facilitating learning.
Based on the findings and conclusions made, the following recommendations were given. First, Earth and Life Science teachers could use SOFA syllabic as a memory booster project-based learning, not only to least mastered topics of the subject, but also to all topics. Second, other subject teachers may apply this SOFA syllabic as a memory booster project-based learning in teaching any subjects. And third, future researchers may conduct parallel study devising their own project-based learning in any disciplines. Thank you very much.